So we are here at the old stone house, and this is the location where the Maryland 400 came and gave George Washington time to evacuate 9,000 troops off of Brooklyn over to Manhattan. Come down, check this map out. So here's New York, and here's Staten Island, here's Long Island, here's Manhattan Island. And what was happening was the British were amassing troops on Staten Island, and Washington only had 20,000 Continental Army soldiers up on Manhattan, and he had just a few thousand here in Brooklyn. While General Howe was the same general who fought in the Battle of Bunker Hill. And on Bunker Hill, he saw the resolve of the American patriots. The British lost over 1,000 troops in the Battle of Bunker Hill, and Howe said, whoa, those Americans can fight when they want to. Well, skip forward now to August 22nd, 1776, General Howe lands 20,000 troops at Gravesend Bay and starts to wipe out the Continental Army and starts moving north through Long Island and taking out all of the Continental Army. Well, Washington saw that he'd only put 9,000 troops to defend and realized that was a mistake, so he had to get them off from the northwest part of Brooklyn and get them over to Manhattan to safety. Well, as the British were advancing northward, they reached the old stone house. So they reached this point, and Washington knew that if they didn't stop the British from advancing this point, that thousands of Continental Army soldiers would be cut off, and that would be the end of the Revolutionary War. So Washington sent the Maryland 400, one of his most well-trained troops, to make a suicide assault on this house where thousands of British troops were defending. And so they sent 3 waves where they lost some estimates of around 300 troops of the Maryland 400 died right here defending the cause of the War of Independence. And because of that sacrifice, it actually delayed the British from advancing forward and cutting off the Continental Army in Washington. And so we're going to look at another site where another miracle happened, where there was a massive fog and Washington was able to evacuate all 9,000 troops. But thanks to the bravery of the Maryland 400 and then some other miraculous events, Washington survived, able to fight another day.